What up, guys? If you can tell by looking behind me, a lot has changed, and not in a good way. It kind of is now a good way, but why it happened is not. As you can tell, all the cars behind me, other than that one, is the same or different. The one back there behind the black Civic is the SI that I had bought for my 2011 Civic LX. That was the one that I was going to use to do the Not a SI project. I kind of got that car and then quit uploading. I had gotten super busy and very unmotivated. So I was working a lot and everything. So here I am, and we're gonna go over everything that's changed. To start it off, you see iDaily now a 2015 Honda Civic LX. Behind it is the 2007 SI, and now I have a truck. So, July 15th, 2022. Right here where I'm standing, exact spot where I'm standing, was a drunk driver's car. If you look behind me, there's a long hill. And where that car just turned is a stop sign. Well, a drunk driver came all the way down this hill, up this hill, into my driveway at 80 to 100 miles per hour, and totaled everything. Now, everyone's probably thinking, oh, I got a good paycheck from it. Complete opposite. The guy was 22 years old. That was his 6th OVI. Had no license, no insurance. Spent one night in jail and got a slap on the wrist. And what happened to us? Well, my car was 100% totaled. My ex's car was 100% totaled. My cousin's car was totaled. His girlfriend's car was totaled. The parts car was damaged. My garage was damaged. And what did I get? Nothing. I got a third of the value for the blue car. My ex got nothing for her car. Nothing. The insurance literally said that if she wants her car, she has to pay them. My cousin, he got screwed over because he bought that car 2 weeks before it got hit. And he's obviously still had money on it. He just bought it from a dealership. Got screwed. And then his girlfriend got the runaround. It was to the point where I had insurance companies coming after me, saying that they want to sue me for the money. I was involved too. But they were coming after me because it happened on my property. And worst of all, I tried hitting for restitution. I don't remember if I ever made a post on it or not. But back when I had my 98 Honda Civic, it was stolen. Well, let me rephrase that. I blew it up. But then it was on the side of the highway, and it got stolen, blown up. And I got a call from the sheriff's department saying, hey, your car is sitting here in the middle of the intersection. I said, no, it's sitting on the side of the highway. Long story short, I got the hit for restitution. But then a drunk driver plows in my driveway, and the court system says I don't qualify. Okay. So, I got screwed over in every which way I could. And the drunk driver got away with a slap on his wrist and one night in jail. Because he's not a danger to society. Last I checked, 7 OVIs, 22 years old, no license, no insurance, and he's plowing in someone's driveway at 100 miles per hour. Sounds like a danger to society to me. But what do I know? Anyways, I'll include pictures and videos of all that right here. Since the case is already closed, I can't do anything anymore. So I'm gonna include all that right here. So, there's that. I'll just put that here. Now, obviously, the blue car got totaled. So, I couldn't get myself to get another 8th gen Civic. It was just, I had such a nice connection with the blue car. And I had such a strong thing going with it that it didn't feel right to me to go get another one. And I've always wanted a 9th gen. So that's where Not ASI 2.0 comes in. Here is a 2015 Honda Civic LX 4-door. It's got, well, when I bought it in August, I know it's been a while since I've updated you guys. It had 51,000 miles or something like that on it. I'm at 62 now, and today is, what is it? February 12th, Sunday. So, I've put quite a few miles on it since August. Behind it is the Not ASI 8th Gen 07 SI. That's just getting parted out now. I don't have an 8th Gen anymore. I'm parting it out, selling the parts. If you need anything, let me know. You can find me on Instagram at Chris Boost. Or comment on here and I'll give you my information. Alright, now after everything happened, I obviously didn't have a vehicle because the Civic in the garage, which I no longer have, unfortunately. The Civic in the garage was then my only vehicle, and that had no motor in it. So I traded that back to Greg, and I traded him for a 98 Honda CR-V LX automatic, front wheel drive, had the B20, had 240,000 miles on it, but I was very appreciative of Greg, that he was willing to go above and beyond, help me out in a pinch. But I actually just got rid of it last week. It just didn't fit my needs anymore. I wanted a truck. As a homeowner, I need a truck. It's hard to do house stuff without a truck. So I traded the CR-V last week and got a 98 Chevy Silverado, well, Chevy K1500 Silverado Z71. It's got 140,000 miles on it. It's 4-wheel drive, extended cab, 3-door. And I'm flipping it. But that brings me to my next point. Alright, so here we have my 98 Chevy Silverado, K1500, whatever. It is not in the best shape, but that's why I wanted it. I'm doing a couple things to it, and I'm gonna vlog all of it. First things being, the interior is destroyed. Whoever decided to cut holes in all the panels, please don't ever buy a vehicle again. Second, the paint is rough. I'm teaming up with Timmy Buffett. He is a very good friend of mine. He has helped me out big time with detailing. We're not going to try and make this thing showroom perfect, but we're going to try and make it nicer than it is right now. Third thing, the drive shaft is out of it, so I can only drive it in 4-wheel drive and make it front-wheel drive. That is getting fixed on Tuesday. It is going to go to SNR Services, I think is what he's called it. That is David Shields' shop. I'm not sure if any of you know him. That is a good friend of mine. He is really known for his Hondas, but he opened up a shop in Alliance. He worked on the CR-V before I got rid of it, and now he's gonna work on this. He's gonna put the drive shaft back into it. It just needs the U-joints. And then last, alright, and last, if you can't tell, it's pretty rusty. My plan is for that to put black rocker coating, have it like the bed liner look, from this trim down. I feel like that's gonna make it look pretty good and kind of hide the rust a little bit. I'm not expecting the rust to be hidden completely, but just enough to make it look decent. I'm not gonna make this a showroom truck, but I wanna make it to where when a customer buys it, or whoever is the next owner, I want them to be able to feel comfortable with it and not just look at it as, oh, it's an old piece of shit truck. Yeah, but if you see the way it looks right now, you'll know why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. Example A, cutting big holes in the door panel. Now, this is really nice, isn't it? Especially when the speaker's not even hooked up either. So, I'm fixing all that. I'm gonna put new door panels on it, fix up the interior a little bit, give it a nice detail, and put the drive shaft back into it. That's all I'm doing. So, this channel is gonna change a little bit. Instead of going from trying to build cars, I'm gonna kind of show you guys the ins and outs of flipping cars. And if you do it the way I'm doing it, it can be beneficial. You can work up to a really nice car. Here's what I mean by that. I don't sell the cars. I trade them. I post them on Facebook and I put trade only. And here's why I do that. If you put a car for sale, say this truck, I put it for $3 grand right now. What do you get? You get someone that says, I'll give you $2,100 for it right now. I don't want $2,100, I want $3 grand. Okay, now say this vehicle is worth $2,800 and you ask $31. So that way you can get to that $28. Sure, but COVID kind of changed everything. And now people want ridiculous amounts of money for their vehicle, and it's not worth that. Okay? That's where trading comes in. I like to trade because someone's willing to devalue their vehicle if the vehicle they want meets their requirements. I traded the CR-V for this. To be fair, I don't like Chevy. You guys know I don't like Chevy. But I took it because, for one reason, trucks sell. So I took this truck knowing that I can sell this or trade it. And what I'm gonna do is I saw a vehicle that I know nobody wanted. Nobody wants a truck that has holes in every single panel. Nobody wants a truck that on top of that, the drive shaft's not even in it. It doesn't look good. It is not a $3,000 truck. I know it's not a $3,000 truck, but I can make it one. And best part about Facebook, I don't even have to put an actual price. The national trade price on Facebook is typically 1, 2, 3, 4. You put that and people typically know you're trying to trade it. Or you just don't know what you want for the vehicle. So, I'm gonna walk you through the ins and outs of trading. And I'm also gonna show you the process of what I do. I am going to be doing not necessarily the bare minimum, because if I was doing the bare minimum, I'd get it detailed and post it right back up. Some people do that. Some people that own detail shops, they literally just detail it and post it. Because now that it looks nicer, it's easier to sell. But I'm gonna do a couple, each vehicle I get, I'm gonna do a couple small things. And yes, this isn't necessarily small, but in a way it is. I'm not replacing the motor. I'm not doing this. I'm gonna replace little things that in the end make a bigger result. That is all for today. There's not really much to show you. I guess I can show you this. Here we are in my 2015 Honda Civic. This is not a SI 2.0. I'm gonna make this everything I wanted to make my 2011, but better. And I've already started. Here you see I have the 14 and 15 Civic SI seats. I only have them in the front, working on getting the rears. The plan is I want to have the full black and red interior that the Civic Si and 14 and 15 comes with. On top of that, just doing some other things. I want to get the Buddy Club carbon Type R replica steering wheel. And just stuff like that. I'm going to do exterior stuff as well. I want to get another Mugen wing like I had on the 8th gen. Civic Si front bumper with the fog lights. Just stuff like that. I want this to be my SI. My SI with the automatic transmission and the R18. My SI. So, that is all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.